You like popsicles?
Do you like popsicles?
Like your mum's popsicle.
Your mama. Yo mama. When was the last time you heard a yo mama joke?
Your mama's so fat, when she walked past the TV, I missed all 3 Lord of the Rings.
Wow, 3 series. Mate, that's a dying art. Your mama joke. Anyone know how to revive that shit? Come see me.
Yeah, I've got a few. Probably none that I could record. Welcome.
Season 2, episode
5.
5?
Why do you always forget this?
I'm old. I'm old.
We just established this. Episode 5. How you been, boy? What's been going on?
I've been alright, guys. Well, depends on who's asking, really.
To me, I'm asking.
Well, to you, it's probably been alright.
Our thousands of listeners are asking.
If you're asking a multi-millionaire Californian businessman how his week's been, then it's probably been pretty rubbish. If you're asking an Afghanistan escapee how his week's been, then my week's probably been fucking fantastic.
If you've escaped this week, yeah.
Perspective. But it's been alright. It's pretty standard. Standards, bruv. Standards.
Wow.
I'm alive. Roof over my head. Food on the table.
You're healthy.
As Ice Cube said, today is a good day. That's me, man. What you been up to?
Pretty standard week. Loads of sport as per usual. And my body's always killing. Oh, I did have my cousin's wedding last weekend.
Nice.
It was ages ago now. Saturday.
Love a wedding.
It was brilliant. And he's the youngest one of all of us as well.
Is
the
it?
First one to get married.
So what are you? Are you like the black sheep bachelor? Well, you're not bachelor.
I'm like middle. I'm
You're
like
not
dead
bachelor.
middle of the ages of that side of my cousin.
Do you get like members of your family coming up to you going, "Oh, when's your turn?
No.
When's your turn? You're next.
No.
You're next."
I just waved that off straight away. I'm like, oh yeah, how you been? But no, it was good, honestly. I did well too much money just because he's the baby one as well. And you're all like, come on, let's go mental for him.
If you're lucky and you can go to a gaff where it's someone tucks a bit of money behind the bar, lovely. But generally, people hold these places in places that cost money, and you go to the bar and you do go a little bit mental, like you say. You want to, celebrate.
You've got to buy them a drink, like the bride and the groom, and then random people. You're like, oh, what do you want? Oh,
we see one of the bridesmaids, and all of a sudden, fucking 6 of them turn up, and all of a sudden, you're buying 6 tequilas instead of 1.
Brilliant. Proud moment for him. So.
Yeah, nice.
Let's go in with the news, mate. Let's get cracking.
Well, you've dabbled in a bit of old news, new news.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Little bit of a dabble. Remember the other week we spoke about Taliban taking over America pulling out, and I said they'd left all their guns behind. I said, take your guns with you.
Yeah.
Right. I had a little look into that. They ain't just left their guns behind, right?
Yeah.
Got a few bits. So they've left. There's unaccounted for in the American inventory 1.8 billion pounds worth of military equipment.
Dollars worth, surely.
Yeah, sorry. 1.8 billion.
Shit, why does that number even exist?
It's a lot of unaccounted for shit, right?
God
Amongst
damn.
this stuff. What's that film? Black Hawk Down? About some naughty helicopter that got grounded, an attack helicopter.
Yeah.
They've got 33 of them.
Left, just casually.
33 of them. Left them behind. They've got over 2,000 various armoured vehicles. Cheers.
Wait, when you said guns, I thought you just meant guns. These are like fucking helicopters and tanks.
And you think about Taliban, they're a bit ramshackle, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like rifles, snipers, a couple of
AKs,
things like RPGs.
Yeah.
Now they've got fucking vehicles. So they're basically equipped. Now they reckon they've spent over 28 billion in a 20-year war. There's ridiculous amounts of small air-light craft that they can use for like spying missions, things like that.
Oh, like spy planes and stuff.
Yeah, loads of spy planes, loads of just thousands upon this particular machine gun, MK4, I think they call it.
Why would they leave it there?
Because they had to get out in a hurry, and they couldn't arrange for people to come in. They wouldn't let them come in to the country to retrieve the stuff. They drew up a weird treaty. America and Taliban, between the representatives, drew up a weird treaty where they would allow certain people in and out. They'd allow certain things to happen. And the Taliban turned around and said, "You're not getting your fucking weapons."
Wow.
The irony in all of this shit is, American equipment is so notoriously unreliable that most of this shit is going to be broken because it's not being looked after in a proper way. It's just out in the desert getting whipped up by sand. It's going to break, basically. And they managed to pull a lot of the essential programming equipment out of them, so like the linchpins.
That is
Oh mate, it was
stupid.
scary. When I was looking this up, there was list upon list
Not even
upon
guns, just
list
fucking helicopters
of
and your tanks. And
yeah,
we'll just leave them here.
different category of military grade shit they've now
That
got their
is
hands on that they would
ridiculous.
never ever have got, mate. They're a problem. They're going to be the problem child now.
That's got to be a deal gone down somewhere. They've just equipped the Taliban, basically.
Yeah, there's a deal. But it's Biden, mate. Sleepy Joe.
Mate, all week, all I've seen is news about climate, politics, and Taliban. And I was like, I'm going to try my hardest not to talk about any of that shit.
Well,
I bet you
and I'll
you've
start with
looked up
fucking
loads
Taliban.
of stuff like that, haven't
It's naughty. It's out there, isn't it?
Fucking Taliban cunts. Mate, like I said, I was going a bit different, yeah? Vaccines for the 12 to 15-year-olds.
12 to 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Young?
Well, that's what I thought initially. But also, what they've said about it is ridiculous. They're saying that if there's a dispute between the parents not wanting them to have the vaccine and the kids do want to have it, the kid's choice will prevail. That's their exact words. The kid's choice will prevail.
That's a dangerous precedent in terms of granting rights to a minor.
What about if they seem responsible enough so they can drink?
Well, if you think of the potential outcomes, there are a very small number of cases where there are side effects, that sort of stuff. They're supposed to understand and accept all that because essentially that's what they're doing.
It's just ridiculous. Now people get the vaccine and it's, oh, you can still contract the virus, you can still pass it on, you can still die from it. It's like, well, what's the point in getting the fucking vaccine?
Right, your arm's going to hurt 4 days later. I had my fucking second one this week. My arm still hurts.
Yeah, what's that about? Why has it hurt for so long after?
To be fair, I think it was Monday. What are we today? Thursday. So today's the first day it's eased off a bit. But I had 2 nights where every time I rolled onto it, tender as ball bags, woke me up in the night.
Well, talking about the jab, yeah, there is one thing that looks to be coming good from it. You know the Oxford one, or was it AstraZeneca one?
Oh, that's one I had.
So the technology used behind making that is now being used to treat cancer.
What do you mean technology?
The way that they produced the drug that goes into the vaccine, it's like a really quick way of doing it now.
Oh, they created loads of doses really super quick.
So the technology that is taken to be able to do that so quickly, they're now using to look at treating cancer using
Really?
it. Yeah. So you think,
I wonder,
okay.
is that potentially a problem then? There's a supply and demand for cancer treatment that they've not been able to meet.
Well, also, is it usually 3 years of trials, and this has done like a year. So before you start going big trying to treat cancer with it, shouldn't it go through the proper trials? All this new technology to make vaccines.
I can imagine there was probably scientists working on anti-vaccine shit before COVID came about. COVID's old in terms of it's called COVID-19 because it was COVID 2019. People knew about this. They would have been testing stuff. They're the baseline to go from.
Staying on the subject of drugs, right? Have you heard about the Amazon founder? What's his name?
Oh, Bezos.
Yeah,
Jeff Bezos.
that's it. Yeah, that's him. I have researched this, by the way. I'm not just making this shit up
have you?
'cause it sounds a bit ropey so far.
You sure?
I swear down, right? Basically, he's invested in someone called Altos Labs, right? They're a company and they've raised $270 million for this. It's a new age reversal.
The company has what Bezos has put in.
He's funded it.
Has it?
Yeah, he's funded a huge chunk of it.
Alright.
That's crazy. Reversing the aging process in humans.
Obviously, it's fucking fairyland magic. But if you had more money than you could ever spend, like you couldn't burn a house full of money quicker than he earns money. Like he's multiplying money out of his arsehole. He can't burn it quick enough. What would you not like? Just bants? Secret of the universe. Go on. UFOs. Go on. Yeah. Is 100 mil? Go and find me a fucking alien.
Well, it's like Elon Musk. We talk about him all the fucking time,
Yeah,
and
another-
he's
another
like,
one,
right,
shit,
let's
man.
just go and break new boundaries. And
But
find
he's a
shit.
clever cunt, and he's doing it through science. Bezos
Well, no.
is just a chancer.
No, these are doing it through science, right? So they've got some.
He's painting people.
They've got someone. They had a 2012 Nobel Prize for the discovery of reprogramming. So they're using them as like the lead scientists.
Turn it off, turn it on.
No, in humans, mate.
Turn it off, turn it on.
That sounds a bit morbid.
Choke a motherfucker out, mate. Different attitude when they wake up.
Honestly, it's like it's borderline. Can we live forever?
These mates with the lobsters.
Oh yeah, that's what we should get on the phone, mate. Like, did you know lobsters? They've got the stem cells. So what we'll do, we'll
You
sell you
can't.
lobsters.
What are you chatting about? You can't phone lobsters, mate. They can't pick up phones, can they?
No,
They're like hands are all.
we'll phone Jeff,
They
our
can't.
mate
They
Jeff.
can't pick phones
You
up.
got his number, ain't you? Give him a ring. Got some stem cells for you. They regenerate themselves. Yeah, boy.
Get on that.
They taste delicious.
Get on that. Well, enough with the science shit, egghead.
What? Mate, I thought that was good stuff, to be fair.
That's what
Telling you about all the jabs and the technology behind reversing our fucking age.
You've overloaded it. Let me bring it back to primeval. Live or die shit.
Okay.
Instinct. Have you heard of Geronimo?
I've heard it in cartoons that they jump off cliffs.
You heard it this week?
Geronimo!
You heard it referenced this week, Geronimo?
No.
It's an alpaca. Right?
Right.
This guy's has been diagnosed with bovine tuberculosis.
Oh, poor alpaca.
It's naughty. It'll fuck you up as an animal. Proper fuck you up. If you go near another animal, it's very contagious. Highly contagious. Can spread across an
Jeez.
entire population of animals. This geezer gets diagnosed with this months and months and months ago. I say geezer, he's an alpaca.
Right. So it was a male alpaca.
It's called Geronimo, so
Yeah.
I'm attaching a noun to him.
Okay.
So this geezer, he gets diagnosed with this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months ago. What it is, he keeps going to a high court because his owners don't want him to die. They're like, oh, no petition, court. Oh.
Right.
Anyway, exhausted all their court orders.
Oh.
Got to a point where 150,000 people signed an online petition
To keep him?
to save this alpaca's life.
Yeah.
This poor alpaca's life. Oh, 150,000 people.
Oh my god. They must have been bored as shit.
150,000 people voting to keep a killer alive. That
killer?
alpaca touches another fucking pack of alpacas. They're all fucking dead, bruv.
Another pack of alpacas.
They pack them off.
Alpacas.
They pack the alpacas off, guys. They're all fucking dead. 150,000 of these.
Pack it in, mate.
Mate, 150,000 soppy cunts voting to keep this killer alive just for a social media platform. It's fucking rotten, mate. Twice he tested, and they sent they sent these people. They're called DEFRA. A bit lazy, didn't look up what their company stands for, and they sent old Bill because there were so many protesters there, and this fucking alpaca knew he was going to get knocked on the head. He knew it was coming, so he legged it. He won't have none of it. They try to round him up. They had to fucking
start spitting on everyone.
They had to goad him into this fucking horse box. He didn't want to go in. But he knew he was getting fucking knocked on the head. But 150,000 people going, no, let me encourage foot and mouth disease, please.
Dirty. I was just about to say llama. Dirty alpaca.
Yeah, dead now.
Pack it in.
Oh,
Wee.
Green Bay Packers.
Staying on animals.
Stay alive.
You know, last week I was telling you about polar bears. And they were fucking grizzly bears.
Dicking about, cross-contaminated.
Yeah, making pizzlies, right? Now, they're fucking each other. They're inbreeding. So they're fucking within their families.
Are they really?
It's crazy, right? Scientific research is done like every 10 years or something. They test the DNA of
I thought nature had a very strong deterrent in the natural world to prevent that.
Well, it's desperation, isn't it? Because their habitats are changing all the time. The ice is melting all the time and they can't travel as far or set up camp for certain months. They're inbreeding. It's gone up 10%.
Wow, that's a really interesting...
The same DNA shit in the polar bear's ancestry. 10% is gone up.
That is actually a really interesting... I wonder if that's happened in any other species.
Before they die out, I guess. Before they go extinct. Like the dodo, for example. Did they start just not caring and just desperately trying to mate? That's got to be not a sixth sense, maybe like a 20th sense.
Well, no, I'll tell you what I wonder. I wonder if it's more now. So you've got lions and tigers and
bears, and
things. Now, are they basically inbreeding that we don't know now, and they're causing a catastrophe because we're encroaching all the time on their habitats and environments, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but I suppose it depends on how many cubs or babies you have. Because if you're an animal that has 20 kids at once, say like a snake.
That's why you have 20, isn't it? Because you can afford to lose fucking ton of the cunts.
Well, you ain't got to start inbreeding and stuff to save your species, have you?
Only one's got to survive.
Do you know what I mean?
To pass your genes on.
Whereas with the polar bears, if there's no one else around, just the famo.
I might have a word with the missus next time.
And the sister's the only other female.
Hmm.
Yeah. Gone up 10%. I thought that was quite big in the last 10 years. Mental stats.
That is mad. That is mad, mate. There's more mad stuff like birds now. Birds are the quickest evolving species on the planet. Always have been. Can be.
Right.
They
Well,
are
just
now.
because they can fly.
Oh no! But they adapt to the environment. Look at paradise birds. There's so many different variants. You say it only takes a small change in environment for a bird to react. Birds are now reacting to climate change.
How?
They're creating because the planet's heating up. They're evolving to have longer beaks, feet span, leg exposure because it's all ways of losing heat from the body because they're covered in feathers.
Oh, right. Okay. So it's
What-
like us with the top of
Yeah,
our heads and our
but
feet.
basically, any surface area they've got that isn't covered in feather,
Oh,
it's expanding.
I wonder if humans would have to do that.
This is what I'm thinking. Like, if birds, granted, as I say, quickest evolving species, like, are humans reacting to climate change?
Like, do our heads, like the dome of our heads, get bigger and our feet get bigger
Hmm.
because of it?
Would somebody born in 1900 be anatomically exact to
No.
somebody born in the year 2000?
No, definitely not. 1,000,000% not.
Hmm.
But
They wouldn't have had plastics.
people have got
and
taller and
digested certain stuff.
yeah, it's definitely not. But even if you go over the space of like 10 years, do like
Nah, 10's not fuck all.
no, say like 11-year-olds when they buy their first school shoes, yeah, to go to big school, year 7,
Yeah.
right? When they buy their shoes, the average size of that year group,
Okay,
10 years
yeah.
later, the average size of that year group, I think you'll find it's got bigger.
It can go down as nutrition though, can't
You
it?
look, some of the 15-year-olds you see now genuinely look like 30-year-old blokes. Beards, massive.
You'd have had the odd one in 1960, but it's nutrition. People have got much better nutrition nowadays.
And different cultures.
They grow bigger.
I think different cultures, everyone's spliced with different genes of different origins and stuff. You get taller people than the average English person 200 years ago.
Yeah. Right.
Now them genes are spliced. Like, people will get taller than the average.
Yeah, live longer, be stronger.
Bigger feet, bigger heads, and evolve because we're sweating like bitches.
Evolving as humans, man.
Yeah, I've got one for you. This is awful. Talking about different genes, actually. Facebook had to apologise for labelling black men as primates.
Whoa, how did that happen?
So there's a video that went round on Facebook, and it was people fighting with the police. And it did happen to be predominantly black people fighting with the police, right? But there was a label saying, "Do you want to see more videos related to primates?"
And it went straight to monkeys.
Well, primates, yeah.
Oh, how's that happened?
That's disgusting.
That's naughty, isn't it? You'd think they'd have so many filters, but
They blamed it on the algorithm.
It's innocuous, isn't it? That could easily fall through the. No,
That is disgusting. They blamed it on an algorithm. How bad's that?
Very, very bad.
Yeah, bring you back. You know our mate Perseverance?
Oi.
He's literally providing half of a show for us every week now. He's bringing back the goods.
Groundbreaking news, guys.
He's succeeded. Remember last time when he went to pick up the rock and it got lost?
He ain't found it, has he?
No.
Oh.
He's gone to pick up another one. He's fucking got it.
Has he done it this time?
He's
Second
bagged
time I've
it.
asked him. Fucking half job, Bob.
It was the size of a briefcase, mate.
Yeah.
Not some little pebble.
How did he fucking drop it then?
How did he lose it in the first place?
Handcuff it. Have you not watched Snatch?
Well, he's succeeded on the second time around, the boy.
Well done.
That's your Perseverance news for this week. I am proud of him. I'm starting to realise how big he is.
Groundbreaking, as I say.
But you said it all the time. I'm just like, yeah, it's another robot we sent up there. This dude is killing it. Week in, week out.
We're lucky. We're lucky to witness this.
It's a big thing.
Right, man. Let me wrap this shit up. I see a beautiful, beautiful thing this week.
What?
And it made me think that I'd like to be this kind of neighbour. So there's a fella. Gets a note through his door. Been playing music over the weekend, right? Bit loud. Gets a little note through his door. From his neighbour. A few points listed on this list that he's poked through the door.
Oh, God, he's made a list.
Yeah, his list. He's noted in 1, 2, and 3.
That's one way to piss off your neighbour.
Opens it up, reads it. Well, you already opened it up. That's why it's in as 1, 2, 3 points. But first one says, turn it up. Turn it the fuck up. I'm not kidding.
Wow. Okay, that's a weird way to start.
Well, so it could be ironic, couldn't it? It could be saying
Sarcastic.
Yeah, turn it up, like take the piss.
Yeah.
Point number 1. Point number 2. Tell me the songs. I need them in my life. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
This is getting strange, yeah?
And you're like,
Why are you bullet pointing this?
is it?
This could be a sentence.
Third point. It's the one I like. This is the one that seals the deal.
Go on.
Totally not being ironic. I'm as genuine as it comes. I love what you're playing. Please hook me up.
That's it.
Done. Note from your neighbour.
Wow.
But how good is it to have that love from your neighbour? I mean, you know my neighbour, Kathy.
Yeah.
And if we've had a party, she'll shout over the fence, turn it up. We'll be playing a little bit of reggae.
Got her around a few times, didn't you?
And she'll come over and then she plays, I love it at the weekend at the minute. She's found this beautiful station, digital radio station she plays, and it's like reggae, beats, vibes. And
nice.
Go on, Kath. We'll both be out in the garden doing bits. So we're like, Kath, turn it up. And we listen to each other's music as neighbours. We're just like, yeah, love it. And she plays loads of soul as well, loads of soul music.
That is, what, like James Brown kind of shit?
Yeah. Let's get to the bridge. Give it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. Kick it.
Random fact, Random fact, Random facts of the week. You sneaky fucking bastard.
Gotcha, bitch.
Give me some James. You sneaky fucking cunt. Right?
Yeah, bro.
Well, that's about 10-1 to me, but go on.
But
Decent.
I'm going to hit you with the first fact.
Decent. No, well done.
It's a bit space related, but not really. We're going back to the moon landing, Apollo 11.
Oh, is it? Go on.
And specifically the landing. Did you know that a T183 calculator, one of those scientific ones?
Yeah. All the buttons.
Yeah. Well, was it an abacus back in your day?
Chalkboard.
Would you not move in pebbles from one side to the other? Yeah. But one of those calculators.
Yeah, naughty.
6 times more powerful than the equipment that landed Apollo 11.
Fucking, it's mad, isn't it?
6
that
times
is mad.
More. That is
and measuring power. That's nuts.
All it's doing is figuring out numbers.
Nuts. Because most of the stuff that was done for the Apollo landing was done on pen and paper.
Well, they lost that shit. We've discovered that, haven't we?
Pen and paper.
Not discovered it.
Someone lost it.
It's in a crater somewhere.
Maybe that's why they keep crashing.
Well, we've not landed another human being on another rock, planet, anything.
We never have, bro. Never did it.
What you got, bitch?
You know, the other week we were chatting about colours, weren't we, right? And we were saying that the women have got more of a colour spectrum than men have got, that sort of stuff, right? I saw something again about colours, and it made me double take. And I read this one, and it said, there are colours we cannot see. Neither man nor woman.
Yeah.
We cannot even imagine what they look like.
I think I've seen this in a film. Not like a detailed documentary or anything, but where they say about, imagine our eyes can see like in 32-bit, where the world's actually in 2 million bits. Like colour sections per frame or whatever. That's how much more is out there, but our eyes physically can't pick it up.
You can see ultraviolet light, you can see, night vision, that sort of stuff. You can pick up certain kind of rays in certain situations, and technology can help us. But imagine I'm looking at you right now as a human being, and I'm seeing the colours I'm seeing, because that is what I know the absolute truth to be.
Yeah. But there's millions more.
just imagine that I'm looking at 20 million different colours right now, but I cannot see them. I can't even imagine what
Well,
it would look like as a colour.
I
It's
was just
nothing
gonna
we know on
say.
our spectrum.
I was just gonna say, is it like
You
on
can't
the Dulux scale?
you can't mix a yellow and a green.
On the Dulux scale, you get like it's really detailed in it as it moves between gradients. So would they fit in between them, or are they literally colours that we can't comprehend?
We can't comprehend it. And how mental is that? Imagine not being able to comprehend a colour. You've really got to be open as a human being to the prospect of there's colours that we can see. If we can see ultraviolet light,
Yeah.
you've got to be aware there's other shit.
Even the glow in the dark shit, you can get a paint, say like high visi jackets and stuff, like
Yeah,
neon stuff. We can
fluorescent.
see them. So what is that?
It's a mad concept for a human brain to accept.
Talking to humans,
Yep.
did you know that we shed 40 pounds of skin in our lifetime?
£40.
40 pounds of skin.
How much is that in stone? That's about what?
Well, it completely replaces our outer skin every
7 years?
month.
Every month?
Yeah, mate.
What,
That's
what do you mean? Replaces our outer skin? We're not like
it,
fucking
our
snakes.
outer skin. Yeah,
I don't
it's
crawl out
completely
of my
replaced.
fucking human skin like every
So
other
it
week.
got me thinking. You remember last week when we was talking about
Crawling
when
out
you
of our
smell
skins.
something,
Yeah.
it's actually particles of that thing that goes up your nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's what our skin. The amount of people you can smell as you walk past. That is dust, isn't it? Dust that comes
I'm
off.
sniffing other humans up my nose.
We shed our skin so much that every month it regenerates. It's completely fresh. That is a shitload. 40 pounds.
Over a month. That's mad.
40 pounds in our lifetime.
That's a lot, isn't it? Does it matter if you're bigger or small? Well, I suppose you've got more skin. You shed more skin, so it weighs more. But average humans, average for average, £40. That's mad. That's something I've never considered.
That's how much we shed, like dogs.
Yeah, I've not actually considered that.
Staying on humans,
Why not?
I'm going with left-handed humans. Right?
And weirdos.
Did you know?
I used to burn them. I used to burn them cunts at the stake.
Well,
Thought they were witches.
They're fucking doing it
Like
themselves
laying
now.
your stacks, they used to burn them cunts.
They're doing it themselves. 2,500 left-handed people die per year from using right-handed instruments.
Yeah, I've heard this. That's true.
Yeah.
Who knew? And they're right. There's certain shit that literally only right-handed people can operate. Checkbooks, for example. Trying to write on a checkbook, left-handed to right-handed. It's different sides of the
That ain't
stuff.
going to kill you.
No, it won't kill you, but different things.
2,500 people die from using right-handed shit. That is crazy.
Odd stat.
So, I had a little look. What you're most likely to die from? Shark attack.
Yep.
300 million to 1.
Decent odds. Take that.
Yeah. Gets worse. Fairground accident.
Fucking 2 in 1.
300 million to 1.
Bollocks. 2 in 1.
No. Slightly less. A falling coconut. 250 million to 1.
Million? I'll let you get away with that.
250 million to 1.
Shit.
Yeah, boy. 11 million to 1. Plane crash. That's a lot more likely than anything else I've read out there.
A fucking coconut falling on your nut.
Well, a lot more likely than that.
Okay.
10 million to 1. Killed by lightning.
Fuck.
You're more likely to be hit by lightning than you are to die in a plane crash. 10 million to 1. Killed by the escape of radiation from nuclear power stations.
Who's fucking tallying these stats?
Scientists, bruv. It's the boffins, remember?
Fucking eggheads.
It's the eggheads.
Fucking egghead.
9,300,000 to 1.
Yeah.
To die from a terrorist attack.
Alright.
That is the most likely so far.
What?
Until 5 million to 1 die by scalded water. Hot scalding water.
Who's making these statistics?
I'm not making, mate. They're fact. They're eggheads. We all trust them. White coats, glasses.
Pay them to do something else. That's a waste of time.
I've got some funny ones for you, right?
We got
2 million to 1. dying after falling out of bed.
Hmm.
That's more likely than being hit by lightning, anything like that, dying in a plane crash.
Do it more often, I suppose. More opportunity.
685,000 to 1 drowning in the bath.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to say that. A few accidents here and there. A few toasters getting lobbed in by an ex-partner. I've got something for you, bro.
What? What you got?
You know I like to tease you about your lobster.
We've already
And
talked
the
about it.
immortal, live forever. Who
Oh, okay. You're going to try and give me something like that.
live forever.
Shall I get Google at the ready?
Well, I did.
Oh.
I did. I had a
Oh.
little I had a Google.
A Google?
Google.
Is it a posh Google?
I looked up a species. It is known as, I'm going to try and do this in one, the Teratopsis dohrinil, aka the immortal jellyfish.
Okay.
Note the word immortal. Basically, its genes are genetically wired. Who's getting hold of these? And now they can tell this, scientists, I'm guessing, again. They get hold of them, and their cells age in reverse.
Benjamin Button style.
They're Benjamin Button genes. They age in reverse, and then they restart again. They repopulate. Goes on in an infinite cycle. Teratopsis dohrinil.
Are you proud of yourself for that pronunciation?
Yeah, wrote it down and all sorts.
Are you proud of yourself for that?
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'm pretty sure.
Mad. So I'm not backing up your lobster shit.
Staying on animals. Well, insects, right? Did you know the total weight of all ants on this earth weigh more than the total weight of all humans on this earth?
How?
Because there's fuck ton more of them. Literally tons.
Oh, like mass?
Yeah.
Really? Fuck, that's scary, isn't it?
That's how many ants live among us.
Do you think pound for pound, if we all existed on the earth, ants would be superior? I think ants would kick our ass. If an ant was as big as a man, or you was as big as an ant.
Well, they can lift, 8 times their weight?
I'd rather an ant be as big as us, because they're in our world.
So if they realised it, if they had a brain big enough to go, hold on, we could take this shit over, just everyone's surface, and just lift.
They'd tear us apart like candy.
If they already weigh more than us.
Yeah.
So be nice to those ants, don't be squishing them. These motherfuckers can colonise and take your ass over.
Did you know?
Oh.
Every single time that you shuffle a deck of cards,
yeah,
you are very, very likely to be the first person in the world to ever have shuffled that exact combination of cards.
Oh, I love that fact. I love shuffling cards. You know, when you kind of like fan them out, put them into a bridge and then bend them back the other way and they all fan out and that. I can do that one like with ease. I love doing it, but that's mental. So they're basically saying the probability of each sequence of the 52 cards that you can make is
ridiculous.
Well, yeah. The chances of you doing it compared to human beings alive that have shuffled cards.
Probability of something like 52 times 52 and a ridiculous number after that. It'll just go on like infinitely. The number will just be insane.
Mental.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Crazy. Love that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Genuinely love that one.
Not bad. Ted Bundy. Remember him?
Oh, God, yeah.
Naughty cunt.
Right.
Slashed up a load of women.
Yeah, he was dirty.
Serial killer, banged up documentaries galore.
Yeah, Netflix, he's crazy with
Zac
Ted Bundy.
Efron. Good, I've watched them, they're good.
The confession tapes, isn't it?
Yeah, good. One thing they didn't touch on across those whole confession tape things was the fact that he used to work on a suicide hotline.
Oh, wow. No, I think I did know that. I think I see that in a documentary. But that is mental.
So to save lives and take lives.
Or just see people at their vulnerable state.
Yeah, playing with people's lives, but outcome. You could have given shit advice. Be like, oh, hello, help me.
Do it.
Yeah, fucking, what you want to do, right? Get yourself upstairs.
Go and run a bath.
Rah, rah, rah.
And cuddle a toaster.
Yeah, that's it. Take a radio to the, as you say, to the bath. That's it. Game over. Everyone done.
Dirty cunt.
This is a weird little quirk.
Go on.
If you drowned and your lungs filled up with the same amount of water, it would
Right.
take you 10 minutes longer to drown in seawater than it would fresh water.
Oh, why?
I have no.
Because
I
of the
didn't.
salt in seawater?
I think that's my guess. It didn't have a lot of explanation to the fact. I saw it and I was like, that's quite interesting.
Maybe the salt will dry you out and you'll
Then
absorb
density of the
more of
water,
it. And, oh, I don't know. That's fucked.
same volume of water.
That's a mind
Theoretically.
blown moment.
Yeah, I saw that one. Maybe have a little think.
Right. Moving swiftly on to the greatest, shall we say,
Bah.
segment of the show.
Meh.
Meh. Meh. Go. This week we've got film franchise.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good one. There's so many out there that you think of straight away.
Lots.
Just like, right, we can go at this. We feel we need to add like an out of 10 on it. So everyone that we come up with,
Yeah, rules it.
well, no, not necessarily rules. We'll bang on an out of 10. So hit me with a film franchise, not necessarily a GOAT. Don't go in hard straight away.
A general
Tease me.
description of like Home Alone.
Oh, good. Well, that's pretty big to start with. You've got to rate it, not necessarily rules. Think of
Go
it.
hard, go home. This is the level I'm talking about, Holmes. I'm not talking about no fucking Mask trilogy. I'm talking about proper trilogies. Home Alone.
Well, I suppose when you say the franchise, the film's got to be just as good. Because
Well, not a trilogy. It doesn't have to be a trilogy. Wrong phraseology.
Yeah, but like 2 and 3 weren't as good. They were pretty much the same, weren't they?
It got ruined. But this is why I wouldn't put it up there with the greatest, because it got ruined.
So if you was giving that a rating then, because 2 and 3 weren't as good.
Yeah, wouldn't rate it up there.
Oh, I don't know. It's still getting like a 7 or an 8, isn't it?
Maybe up there. Big score. But down score in other areas.
That's a good one to start with. I like that.
Yeah.
What about Jurassic Park?
Decent all the way. Don't think it's ever let us down.
I just remember being shit scared of it as a kid. It come out when I was about 6, I think.
It's great. I remember it being a huge cinema like business. Everyone was going mental about it. It was a huge deal. The merch was out of hand. That was everywhere. Every cunt had something fucking Jurassic Park on it.
Yeah, man. I used to love dinosaurs and shit as a kid.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Mate.
And the new ones are great as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
What do they call it? Booted it, revamped it, sequeled it,
reworked it. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Love it. Got nothing bad to say against it.
So does that rate higher than
Might be up there. And I'll tell you what, if you look at earnings, global earnings, that'd be right up there as a top trump.
Just because it's a dinosaur film.
Nostalgia and ability to cross over to old school, new school, up there.
So give it a number.
Oh yeah, that could be a middleweight contender.
So you're going higher than Home Alone? Is it an 8 or a 9?
That's higher than Home Alone. All right, okay. Higher or lower?
So if we give Home Alone a 7, is Jurassic Park an 8 or a 9? In the whole film franchise?
Home Alone's a 7 point...
Yeah, 7.5.
7.5. Jurassic Park's an 8.
Okay. Hitting big numbers straight
away.
away.
Let's go big boys. One of my favourite films of all time, Rocky franchise. As a franchise.
Never seen it.
This is a GOAT. I'm firing out a big GOAT.
Never seen it.
Have you never seen a Rocky film?
No. I've seen clips of them.
What can I throw at you? Hold up. Let me see what I've got in the back.
I've seen clips of it. I've seen like speeches from it and stuff. Yeah.
Take it from me, it's one of the best film franchises of all time. Yeah, I'm not talking about necessarily the quality of the films. The first one was brilliant. It was an Oscar piece. The next ones, and all of them, were commercial pieces. Some were iconic, some weren't. Some were well received and some weren't. But he went on and he rekindled it in later life, made some great films. He added a couple of really good Rocky films onto the end of the reign. And now he's put a franchise onto Apollo.
Apollo is good.
That first film came out in like 1976.
I've seen that.
Apollo's making money in 2020.
Yeah.
As a franchise, that geezer's a train. That's one character that he created.
As you said that, the ups and downs,
guy's been on $1 bills.
As you said about the ups and downs, I thought about Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to be Tom Cruise, just a franchise of.
It's big, yeah. That is huge as well. They've done so many films and spanned it out over years. What are you saying on that? What are we saying on numbers? So if Rocky's 9,
Yeah, solid left hook to the body 9.
solid uppercut 9.
Yeah.
So Mission Impossible then, what's that?
Good franchise. Cruise has obviously owned it in recent years.
Is it?
Literally owns it now, I think.
Well, he's like directing it and producing it, isn't he?
Yeah, I genuinely think he owns the entire franchise.
So what's he up to?
That's been decent. They've made some good films. They're not for me. I don't overly dig them films, but a lot of people do. Mans makes dollar on every film he makes, and it's profitable. And they're decent.
They are decent.
They are decent.
So, well, it's like James Bond. Oh,
franchise.
Oh, Bond.
Is that a franchise? Or yeah, that is a franchise.
Hugely a franchise.
Global brand.
And that's longevity is humongous.
I think that's kind of going a little bit off of what I envisage as a franchise. What I'm thinking of things like
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Obviously, I was going to say Indiana Jones. That's always put up there as a great franchise. Perfect films.
Yeah.
Lots of different reasons. Star Wars again.
Yeah.
Same process.
The Marvel films.
Yeah, to a lot of people. Not to me. Obviously, my disappointment. You could hear me by going. Yeah.
Right, let's start putting numbers on this shit because we've named a lot there.
All right, go on.
We've got to start. Who's the GOAT?
I think the GOAT conversation. Let's forget about the rest. Let's talk about the best. I'm Don King. I float like Bubba. Sting Bubby.
Okay, so you say talk about the best. We've got Star Wars.
Rocky. Star Wars, why? Why do we associate Star Wars as being one of the greatest franchises of all time?
Because they were brilliant films.
They
genuinely were brilliant films.
Stories.
Yeah. And great storylines that went through them. And then the way it did it in reverse as well. People kind of latched onto that or didn't.
You love the adventure. You never get really to see anybody die on screen. It was always off screen.
It's just, they were good films for that time as well when they first come out. Kind of like Bond when they first come out. Right, let's start giving this shit numbers. James Bond as a film franchise out of 10.
Film franchise.
It's big. The theme tune itself
been decent over the years. Loads of great theme tunes.
I'm putting it 8.5.
Bobbed and weaved.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5. Go on, I'll have that.
Moving on, we also said Indiana Jones.
Forget the hype. We've all read the magazine articles of what tell us they should do. Do you or do you not like or dislike Indiana Jones?
I love it. It's one of my favourite films.
They're great films. They're brilliant Spielberg moments.
So that's got to be
Perfect
in 9s.
Entertainment films. Yeah.
There's like 4 films.
Yep. For me, that's going. It's got a golden ticket. Coming down. You're going through to the golden ticket round, Indiana Jones.
So is that rated higher than Rocky?
No, Rocky's in the golden ticket round as well.
So they're both on 9s at the minute.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yep. Golden ticket, lad. Fuck it, it's raining golden tickets.
Is that more of a franchise?
Can we name some more? Jaws, not really a great franchise.
Jaws is up there. It's going like 7. Well, for cult, it's like 8.
As numbers in modern world, Pirates of the Caribbean started from a Disney ride. Yeah, fucking in terms of franchise, mate, it's a monster. I think when we look at the franchises, we try to look at it maybe from a respectable artistic point of view. But if you look at a franchise, the purpose of a franchise is to be a conglomerate almost. Business level,
I'm not thinking about profits.
Yeah, I'm thinking from the artistic point of view.
Yeah. What's genuinely good films that lasted over
Halloween,
time?
Scream films were
Scary
great
movie.
franchise. They injected a brilliant level of humour that went on and got rinsed for about another 20 years. The thing was, Scream got parodied of it being a parody, and it becomes super surreal.
When you had Scary Movie, that was brilliant.
Great era. There was loads going on there.
That's a good franchise. But again, none of them were up there. Have we got any big ones that we've missed out? There's got to be.
Police Academy.
Police Academy's fucking banging. Absolutely fucking banging.
I love that film.
I'm putting it up there.
Police
It's got to
Academy.
be up there as like a
Uh,
8 or more. Police Academy, I'm going 8.
Lord of the Rings.
Big, yeah.
Decent.
Well, as we said, it takes so long that a fat mama would take over all 3 of them.
Franchise though, that grew. They got some commercial success.
It was a long ass film about 4 guys
Brilliant.
taking a walk.
I remember that was the biggest thing on the planet at the time. It was like Game of the Thrones. Yeah.
Oh, you can't. You sound like a person who's just moved over to this
Game
country
of the Thrones.
and they're trying to fit in at work. Did you watch the Game of the Thrones?
Yes, I did. My God.
Anyway.
Lord of the Rings, mate. Out of hand.
Yeah.
Absolutely out of hand.
Harry Potter, same genre. But that was fucking huge.
Amazing.
I literally went to Harry Potter World about 3 or 4 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago.
So again, do we rate kind of great films? But obviously, we're talking about their merch reach, commercial reach, how much money they actually earn as a global brand.
Well, and the
Big
films are
money.
quality, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly,
A
they
lot
get
of money.
better and better.
J.K. Rowling, some rich.
Yeah, but honestly,
biatch.
apart from the money side of it, those films got better and better.
They did. Got more money.
Very few franchises, the films got better and better. They tried to remake the first one because it got so big. This just evolved and got
millions.
By the end of it, it was brilliant.
Yeah, monster juggernaut, Fast and Furious juggernaut of a film franchise.
Oh, but so lame.
But millions and millions of people
The
around the
first
world
few.
go and watch it and get involved.
1, 2, and 3 were brilliant.
After decent. Yeah,
After that,
yeah, but
all right. Look, we've named a few there. We did say we was going to give numbers. So, Lord of the Rings out of 10.
9.5 from me.
Wow, that's going bigger than Rocky.
Big. I read the books as well, bruv, so love it.
That's going bigger than anyone you've named.
9.5.
You've only given out a 9 so far.
9.5.
That's big. Okay, Harry Potter.
8.
Whoa, no way.
8.
Harry Potter's better than Lord of the Rings.
It's a conglomerate.
I'm putting Lord of the Rings at an 8.5, and I'm putting Harry Potter at a solid 9.
Different strokes, different folks.
Maybe even higher than the others we've mentioned.
Do you, boo?
Okay, also, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, no, not a massive fan of the film,
8.
but from a commercial standpoint, from
8.
a little film, they've gone on to make fucking billions.
Okay, so look, who we named who was in the, what do you call it, golden ticket?
Golden ticket earlier, well, we put Indiana
Rocky.
Jones, Rocky, and
Star
Wars. I think we should leave it as that as the top 3. They're big.
Well, you just put Lord of the Rings at 9.5.
All right, fair enough. In comparison, maybe I'll drop that down. I've got to put a penalty tax on that. I'll put 8.9.
Is it just behind?
Lord of the Rings, 8.9. Sorry, bro.
Harry Potter, that's a 9, bro. When you talk about money, when you talk about merchandise, they still do Harry Potter World and everything.
It's monster.
Hold on. We only touched on Marvel.
That's
fucking huge. The merchandise, the films, the amount of characters that come off of it. Basically, the Avengers and all their separate films that run off the back of those. It is huge grossing. Is that in that category?
I have a problem with them sort of films because they're built to make money. That's the reason they're made.
Yeah, but they're off of cartoon characters. Just as
They're good
Indiana Jones and stuff
interpretation.
are off
If that's your
stories.
bag, yeah. If you like the source material,
Superhero shit.
yeah. If you like that, I like some of them. Don't get me wrong, but it is a monster. And I was going to say the word again. I don't want to tire it out. Conglomerate business that's just all consuming of the film industry. It's bad for the industry.
So we're down to Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and Rocky.
Or Rocky as a franchise. I'm going Rocky for me. Number 1. 10.
I do love Indiana Jones, but I think Star Wars as a franchise, they were classic films. Then they were remade for 4, 5, and 6. They were brilliant. And then you've had all the different side films that have come off of it. That's huge. Star Wars has got to be
Their
the GOAT.
marketing and sellability and on-sellability.
Is this a split decision
a
on
lot
GOAT?
more. If we broke it down into category, bearing in mind you haven't seen Rocky, so as much as I can tell you how good
But
it
surely
is,
that tells you it can't be the GOAT.
yeah,
Because
but I'd be lying because like Star Wars has done more numbers in terms of sales, global
there we
marketing.
go.
But from a personal preference, I'm going Rocky. GOAT all time. Bah.
No, not
Yeah.
personal preference. The greatest of all time is Star Wars. My preference, I
Yeah,
like
it might
Indiana
have
Jones,
to
but
be.
yours would be Rocky, but Star Wars. Bah.
Nah.
So tell me, Joseph, what have we learned this week?
Jeez. Guys, what I've learned this week is the Taliban are fully tooled up, looking for a ruck in a wreck.
Nice. That's terrible that we're making a joke about that, but
Mate,
that was smooth.
Tooled up.
That was smooth. I was telling you all about drugs.
Yeah.
The vaccinating the teenagers
Is
and
it?
fucking
Yep.
then using technology to treat cancer.
Yep.
But the age reversal shit, that Jeff guy, Amazon
Nuts.
dude, fucking legend. Trying to
Reversing the age.
turn us all
Get
Benjamin
me some. How
Button.
much can I get some for?
Turn us all Benjamin Button. I ain't trying that shit out first.
That might be good. People are trying to put nail guns in the back of alpacas' heads.
Oh.
Dickheads are getting court orders out. They failed. Old Bill come in.
Poor guy's got TB.
Basically clubbed it over the head in front of like crying children, put it in the back of an horse box. Job done.
Poor guy's got TB and you fucking kill him off.
Yeah, done.
Polar bears are fucking each other in the family.
They're naughty, they're
right
frisky.
in the family.
Frisky. Fucking other species and their own family. They are frisky.
Yeah. Perseverance smashing it up as well.
Of course he is. Good lad.
Every week he provides. Every single week.
Good lad.
I gotcha on the random fact jingle, bitch. Kick it.
Kick it. Motherfucker. Well, then there's colours you can't even imagine.
Yeah, well,
Like,
we haven't
even
learned
think.
about them. That's crazy.
Don't even think about it. You can't. Can't even imagine that shit.
That is crazy.
The next time you shuffle a deck of cards, that's it. First time you ever did. Look at them, count them out, write them down. First time you ever did it in the world.
How long would it take you to shuffle cards if you did that? Give them a shuffle and then sit there and record every single one of them.
Infinite probability.
Talking of infinite, we get infinite new skin. Every month we shed our skin completely new. £40 in our lifetime. And talking of lifetimes, 2,500 left-handed people die from using right-handed shits.
How?
It's fucking mental.
Dickhead.
That is fucking mental.
Dickhead. Remember, kids, Bundy didn't just kill people, he saved lives too.
What the fuck? And when it comes to greatest of all time, it has to be Star Wars. Beam me up, Scotty.
Fuck. Star Trek, you prick.
Oh, shit.
When you come to the end of the line with a buddy who is more than a brother and a